Hey everybody, what's up? It's Marlon again, and it's time for another video. Before we get into today's topic, I just want to send a shout out to all of you who have been subscribing to the pages, sending me comments, messages, suggestions, hitting the like button. I really appreciate it. But I also want to reciprocate that and just allow you and everybody else watching to know that I don't just appreciate that, but I appreciate you. Your videos showing you in your professional and personal progress, working out, I appreciate it. Your videos dropping some straight up jewels and gems with your words of wisdom, words of worthiness. Yo, I greatly appreciate it. Also, the recipes that you're sending, fire. I love it. You're sending me some reels, pictures of some positive things. I like stuff like that. Keep them coming. I will support you the same way that you support me. Thank you very much for being an inspiration to me. And also, with that being said, for anybody going through any adversity, complexities of any kind, distress circumstances, hard times, any situation, I just want you to know people love you, people care about you, and we are definitely praying for you. All right, so what we have with these videos here, I'm just gonna just put it out there straight that these are designed to encourage and inspire. These are designed to be more like a conversation that we can have, sharing our experiences, our opinions, statistics, personal philosophies, some philosophy, spirituality, theology and philosophy, theosophy. I like to use that word, but more, it is just an invitation to a conversation that we can share about being our better selves. We can get there together. All right, I had a couple of titles or topics in mind. Some of them didn't make the cut. So I'm just going to use the one that I thought about right before I pressed the record button. And that title is called Where There Is a Want, There Is a Way. Where there's a want, there's a way. There is an old fable, and this actually jumped out of the pages of fable and went into actual research about a crow that was half dead. He was thirsty, and the crow was next to a pitcher. Now, trying to quench his thirst, the water level was deep in the pitcher, and the crow was not able to quench his thirst. So, what the crow did, and this is verified by video, instead of it just being a fable, the crow picked up a pebble one at a time, put it into the pitcher so that the water level could raise and the crow could quench his thirst or its thirst. All right. That crow wanted a drink. It needed a drink of water to quench its thirst, and it wanted it, and it found a way to make that happen. All right. So, why is this important? Because the truth of the matter is, many of us, we have had some success professionally and personally. We have accomplished a lot of good things. Some of us, have far exceeded expectations, are doing very well in life. But if you ask any one of us, myself included, about our present, about our reality, some of us will always be humble enough to admit that we could do better. Where we actually are does not reflect, all the training that we've put into it. Okay. Um, I'm not ashamed to admit that I have two master's degrees, one in business, one in education. I have some medals and awards that I won in the service, but with those successes, when I look at my present reality, you know, it would seem to me that I would be doing a little better. Now, let me just be transparent and honest. Any adversity or complexities that have come in my life, they've come because I just made bad choices, right? Horrible choices. And so, with that being said, I look around and I see the favor that God has placed on my life. And I have to ask myself the question. I said, actually, just state it instead of asking the question. I have too much good going on to be doing so bad. And now, when I say bad, I don't mean that I'm destitute. When I say bad, it doesn't mean that, my world is crumbling, but it does mean that I could be doing better than what I am. And I think that if any of us are honest, we take a personal look inside and outside of ourselves, and we know where we fell short. We know where we've made some bad choices. We know where, we could do better. Doing better personally, professionally, in relationships with our decision making. We all can do better. But here's the question: why don't we? So when I ask that question, I actually am just looking in the mirror and asking it to myself first, and I come up with these three questions that I'm asking. These three: Am I afraid of doing better? Am I afraid of being better? Or am I afraid of wanting better? In order to be and to do, you have to want it. So let me just give you this personal story, okay? Anybody that knows me, they see that I got a little limp, a little bop, but that comes from getting injured in the service. And I have a series of surgeries, to get my knees replaced and fix some of the things that went wrong while I was in the service. And I could have easily settled for walking with a cane, okay? It really was better than the alternative. And my heart goes out to anyone having complexities and surgeries and things. Trust me, I get it. But I knew that all the work that I had put in to myself physically, mentally, and spiritually could have put me in a better position. And so instead of allowing myself to get down, get depressed, and get discouraged, I knew that I wanted to eventually be able to walk without the use of the cane. I couldn't just magically do it all in one day. I couldn't just magically think it and make it happen. No, I had to put in that work. And that work started with the want to. I wanted to be better. And so with the want to, that's when we started to formulate a plan. And when I say we, I'm talking to all of us right now. Because for me, it was knee surgeries, pain, and the cane. For you, it may be something different. Just take a time, take a little bit to think about what your challenge is. What is it that you want to do better? How is it that you want to be better? And let's get right to the root. Can we admit that we either don't want it or we do want it? Or we can admit that the challenge is we may be afraid of what we have to go through to get there. Here's the truth: progress, success, strength, growth, all of that, sometimes it is painful. And if you can look ahead and see everything that you have to go through to get to where you need to be, you may choose not to do it. But here's the thing: when you want to see yourself reaching that goal, reaching that avenue of success, guess what? You have what it takes inside of you to make that happen. That want to works in your relationships. That want to works in your professional growth. That want to works in your personal growth. That want to works in your spiritual growth. Where there is a want, there is a way. I'm not going to be unempathetic or apathetic and say, just get over what you're going through. It doesn't work that way. And guess what? The other way it doesn't work is trying to do it alone. Lean on the people that make themselves available to help you out. Ask for help when you need it. It's okay. This is what we are here for. Where there's a want, there's a way. I do believe that I'm probably going to follow this video up with another one after this holiday weekend, because this conversation is one that we definitely need to have. I believe that you have it in you. I believe that I have it in me to be better, to do better, and to want better. Where is the pitcher of water that we are looking to? Just like the crow in the fable, he was thirsty. There was a pitcher of water. He couldn't reach it. That crow had the want to quench his thirst. So it took one pebble at a time to raise the water level up so that it can quench his thirst. Let's find our pebbles and put them in that challenging pitcher one at a time and raise the water level up of our spirituality, of our personality, our professional growth. Where there's a want, there's a way.